love to know how you set up your Instagram page and Facebook page for your products.
So I definitely always, as a bare minimum, have to have a Facebook and an Instagram setup. I'm pretty sure they're both connected, but the reason that I do the Facebook is I will have a Facebook page, Facebook group, like we mentioned, and then a Facebook business page. So the Facebook page is something where like I'll post like a lot of content and stuff like that. The Facebook business page is kind of just an official page to say that this business exists, and then the Facebook group is actually where all the communication takes place. I'll start with that. I really am not too worried about posting on Facebook, more than, and I'll talk about it in a second, but I want to have a presence on Facebook because it legitimizes my business. And if I have a presence on Facebook and Google and Bing and Yahoo and everything, when people look you up and they're like, oh, they're everywhere, it's a legitimate company. And so that's, kind of my use for Facebook is legitimacy. Obviously, I'm going to create a Facebook business manager so I can start running ads there, boosting posts, things like that. And then I'll create an Instagram. That is definitely, a requirement. I think so many people use Instagram. To me, it's a little bit impossible to launch without Instagram unless you're like in a very like industrial. So even if you're in a place like that, I still think there is a lot you can do with Instagram. So I'll create my Instagram, and then what I'll do is I'll go ahead and initially I'll start posting valuable content. So right now in one of my brands that I'm launching, we're posting biohacking tips. We're posting, quotes. We're, things, we know what our target audience is, and we're posting things that we enjoy when we see other people post. So, for example, like a motivational quote, here's step by step how to improve your morning routine, things like that. So we're adding all this value. So now that the page is valuable, and then the second that we launch, we are sending our products to 10 or 15 people. They don't have to be influencers. They're just really good at creating content. And this could be just a normal person who is very talented with their iPhone. And how many friends do we see or people on the internet where you're like, man, wow, like, they're maybe sitting, they're drinking their coffee or whatever, and it's like this most beautiful view. And it almost seems like, you can pay this person for content, but they are they have a knack for it. They have a knack for taking good content. And so we'll send them our products, and we'll start creating content incredibly cheap. And we'll start getting all of that user-generated content, and I'll have a mix of value and user-generated content, and maybe some product pictures, like professional product pictures. You can look up. There's a very quick and easy way that I do this. I'm pretty sure we'll talk about it in a second, but I'll take pictures of my product in a white box, and then take the background out, send it to No Limit Creatives, and then have them Photoshop it in all of these different scenarios. So now I can get a nice mix of people using the product, value, and my actual product. So people are constantly reminded of my product. But generally, that's what I do with Instagram and Facebook. Now, one thing that I'll do is I will use Zapier, Zapier, which is an automation software, to connect my Instagram to my Facebook. So every single time I post a picture on Instagram, it takes that picture, and it doesn't take the post, it takes just the picture, and then posts it on Facebook, and then takes the caption and adds it on Facebook. So now, every single time I post on Zapier, I will also have a post on Facebook.
I love that. That's a very smart hack. And you'll be surprised how many sellers are not doing Facebook and Instagram, because we ask them, when they come to Ragbell, we say, do you have a page? Because a lot of our buyers like to do social reviews. Just like you said, they have this cool product that you just gave them and they want to show off to the world, right? So they'll post it, and then they would ask us like, hey, can I tag the brand? And we're like, sorry, they're not on Instagram. Like, what is worse than that? If it takes you literally 5 minutes to set it up, if you are a busy person, which we all are, hire a VA. That's all they do. They just post content. And very valuable thing you said, Mina, content. And a lot of people say, well, my product is about this. There's not much content. There's content around everything, absolutely everything. Even if it doesn't directly focuses on the product, but like you said, like with Neuro, you post a lot of motivational. Even though it's indirect, it's still part of this whole thing. So you can do the same thing with any product that you have. So please create your Facebook page and your Instagram page.